None of this happens if your dad, of all places, comes, I guess, from Jamaica to Sudbury, Ontario. Can you elaborate back in your family history and how it all began for your dad?
I just he moved from Jamaica to Sudbury, obviously, and growing up in Sudbury, all his friends were hockey fans, and when he was growing up, he didn't have much to watch on TV other than the Montreal Canadiens, so he knows a lot about them and probably every player back from his time. And I guess when we grew up, he just put us in hockey, and we started from there.
What's it like growing up in a brother's footsteps, especially PK, because he's so out there?
Yeah, it's good just to have the support from him, and I guess we get noticed a bit more and a bit recognized and get a little more exposure. But it's fun, and it's great to see that my brother's doing really well.
Both brothers are defense. Tell me along the line where you got permission from Dad to go in nets and turn your career that way.
It took about 4 or 5 years to get permission, actually, maybe even longer. I always wanted to be a goalie from playing in house league, and my dad was my coach when I was a player, and he wasn't too fond of me being a goalie, and it was really expensive, but he thought I was a pretty good defenseman, and he wanted me to stick to it, but I just had the passion for goaltending, and he finally let me the year he stopped coaching me.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but were you 11th round out of the Marley minor midgets to Belleville? And were you discouraged by that looking back a couple of years ago?
My first year as a goalie were on the Young Nationals, and my third and fourth year on the Marlies, and it was a tough team to be on. I mean, we had a super team there, and didn't get that much shots or exposure, so you can imagine how that hurt my development being my third and fourth year of goaltending. But the next year after, started playing on the midget team with the Mississauga Reps, and started getting more exposure and getting more shots and developing and training with Piero Greco there. I owe a lot of my success to him, and it's helped me a lot so far. Yeah.
Your skating might be one of your greatest attributes. Where did that find its beginnings?
My dad tells me I was always a great skater when I was a player. Always fast, used to go in the end, so I feel that carried on over to my goaltending play.
What was it like beginning the year in that month of October with the high ankle sprain, and you came out with a vengeance after that?
Oh, well, it wasn't a high ankle sprain, actually. It was just it was a sprain under the ball of my foot, but it was a bone bruise mainly. So 4 to 6 weeks, and it came back. It was pretty tough. It hurt a bit at the bone bruise, but I just had to fight through it, and it was a bit of adversity. But I thought I played well when I came back.
You go anywhere between round or pick 1 and 42. Do you get bragging rights over PK as far as the family's concerned for now, depending on what your younger brother does in a year?
Yeah, I guess you could say that I get bragging rights over him opposed to the draft, but he's going to say it's how you play after, and he still has 2 gold medals, so I guess I don't have that much things to brag about.